Welcome to Any Given Thursday. We are the dumpster fire for the homeless. We keep you warm when you're on the streets, lonely, sad, crying. You have nothing left. But you find us. You find this beautiful, wonderful podcast, and we help you get through it.
To be clear, we don't literally keep you warm. That sounds expensive.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we keep you entertained. We keep your heart warmed and your ears listened to.
Burning.
Burning. That's the better way. Yeah, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Rob.
And
I'm Brianda.
Yay! When Brianda Meets Podcast. Welcome.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be here.
Oh.
You mean it?
You sure?
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah,
okay.
there it is.
That sounds right.
That sounds better. So, I was thinking.
Oh, no.
I was thinking in my thinker.
Oh, boy.
And I had this little idea just thrown around my head, no big deal, floating here, there, everywhere. And I wanted us today to go back, some might say. Back to the past. Back to simpler times, maybe.
The future? I thought you were going to say the future. I don't know
I
why.
kind of did too.
No Back to the Future references here. We don't do those because you haven't seen the movie.
I know. It really throws me. I thought they went to the future in the first one.
I don't know if I've seen
No,
it
they
either.
have to get back to the future. That's the name of the movie.
It's a weird title. I don't know.
But if it's Back to the Future, then it is not the present?
Yes. They have to
Probably
get
not
back to the present,
back to the
really.
present.
Yeah, so, okay, that's why I was always confused, too.
Less of a ring to it, though.
Right. If the movie franchise was called the Back to the Present franchise, I don't know, there's something weird there.
Nobody wants to be in the present.
No, we want to be in the future.
Yeah.
Before 2018?
Before 2016?
Okay, 2016.
2015 wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
2016 was a little rough.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. 2020 was not great.
2020 was not great.
2022 was okay, but not great.
Gorilla died in 2016.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what started it all.
Yeah. That's what launched us into a different timeline.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's why we're in the shitty universe now.
So this is the flashback episode, and we're going back to the good timeline?
Maybe.
Okay.
But yes, so we're going back in time, as they say. Again, maybe potentially a simpler time, potentially a more complicated time. I don't know. I don't know y'all that well.
I'm really worried.
We're going back to childhood.
Oh.
We're going back to the younger days, but in a positive light. We're gonna think about media. It's a media. It's a TV show. It's a movie. It's
For those of you not here, me and Brianna just look at each other in pure fear.
No.
So there's that.
No. Don't worry. It's gonna be positive. We're gonna change the past. We're gonna butterfly effect it.
Oh no, that movie ends. We went over. That movie ends really poorly, I think.
No, it'll be fine.
Okay,
but I just want to go back and talk about films, television shows, things that you watched when you were younger that you really loved. Anything. Like, what was your favorite show growing up as a kid? That's how we're going to start things.
Wow. Oh, okay. You just really wanted an emotional roller coaster to be like, hey, what was your favorite childhood TV show, guys?
Yes, but I wanted to cause you trauma beforehand.
Okay, you sure freaking did.
Wow, thanks.
Okay. So I have this blessing and curse at the same time that if it's been long enough since I've watched something, I can forget it entirely and watch it again like I've seen it for the first time.
Oh.
So I forget a lot of the things that I've seen. But if we're going along the lines of a childhood trauma and things I actually remember, I watched a lot of Invader Zim.
Okay.
It was pretty somewhat body horror traumatic. Not really. It was graphic though.
Yeah.
For a while, my mom did not allow me to watch it.
Which made you want to watch it more.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
I think I remember liking Invader Zim, but I don't remember it being incredibly important to my childhood.
Oh,
Fair.
I was obsessed.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
All in?
So... One year for my middle school dance that I went to,
Oh boy.
I spent like a month and a half in my art class making a giant paper mache grr.
I freaking
Yes.
knew it. I don't know why I knew that's what you were gonna say.
And
Yes.
I brought it to the dance, and I danced with it.
Hell yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Brianda, you're fucking awesome.
I don't know about that.
No,
No,
Anybody
that is
that knew
so
me in middle
cool.
school would definitely
That's-
disagree.
Listen, that's super
Hey.
cool. I danced with a piece of pizza at a dance, so I mean, you know, you got me beat.
Did you really?
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
I mean, I was awkward and didn't know or want or didn't dance with a lot of people in middle school dances, but I still didn't dance with inanimate objects. I don't remember doing that, at least.
So what you mean is that you stood on the side of the gym by the bleachers and did not dance.
I danced some. Okay. Middle school, I remember it wasn't as bad as high school. High school dances was this entire mob of people grinding
Yeah.
in a clump in the middle of the, in my case, cafeteria.
Ooh,
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. Actually, you usually got so humid and sweaty that it was pouring down the windows that led into the hallway.
Nasty.
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree.
I'm glad we didn't do that.
Middle school, they were a bit stricter. There was
Yeah.
still about kind of it, but like not nearly as bad. And I think there was more lights from what I remember.
So
I don't agree with that second point, but
what you mean by middle school was less bad than high school is that the quality of the dances was better?
well, Rob is a
Oh.
swing specialist, so
Because middle school was kind of like the worst.
Yeah, let me
Ever.
ever.
Yeah.
let me.
Rob must have been cool in middle school.
No, I
Anybody
don't.
cool in middle school is definitely a loser in their adult life.
I don't. Think
Sorry,
I,
Rob.
I don't think
I can't believe you just called him out, but I mean,
Sorry,
no.
I wasn't supposed to do that.
I don't think I ever was or ever have been cool. To
But that's what
this
the cool
day.
people say.
No, I definitely was not in middle school or high school for
Currently,
that matter.
right.
Yeah, or currently for that matter.
Well,
But
because we're in high school.
oh god, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oof, wow, last season things. Huh?
Yeah, crazy. Other side of the record thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but
No, but what I meant was that middle school dances were better in that there were a lot less clumps of people grinding in low light.
And definitely more people standing in the side of the room, not speaking to one another.
yes.
That's what it was like for me.
Okay, yeah.
And then you had to break the mold, you know? You had to do something different.
Dance
Wacky.
with a slice of pizza.
Yeah. Or paper mache GURP.
Yeah.
Either way. I mean, yours was definitely better.
Wait a minute. My middle school dances did not serve pizza or
Bro.
food.
What? They didn't have food?
Bro, we had
No.
pizza at every single middle school dance. That was the only reason I went.
That's like half the reason you... Yeah.
Why do you serve... What?
Pizza is what you serve at every social function.
Yeah, especially in school.
What the heck?
Yeah.
No,
Captain Crunch, too.
none of my dances, I don't believe that I recall served food.
Aside from like the big ones. I mean like homecoming, that
Oh.
one was, you know, at a place and they had food.
Wait, your homecoming was actually at a place?
Yeah.
My homecoming was just another dance.
Yeah, same.
No, it was a big deal for us. We went to a place every single year.
Wow.
They served food. It was like a mini prom for
That's
us.
a fancy budget
Really?
your school got there.
Holy crap. I mean, we had Snowball
Litchfield County, you know.
but
Bethlehem.
Okay.
But ag school, so we got all the other towns paying to send their kids. So really, it's kind of like a weird mix of things.
Huh. Yeah, no, I think our Snowball was you dress slightly nicer, but it's still in the cafeteria and about the same.
Yeah, you know what? I think
Gross.
my middle school dances were in the cafeteria, too.
Hell yeah. What about high school?
I mostly didn't go to high school dances.
Okay.
Too cool.
No.
That tracks.
I was just
That's right.
constantly grounded.
Oh. Too cool.
Too
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, there it is. We knew it.
We knew it.
Brianda was cool in high school.
Oh, yeah, be cool.
I think you're cool now.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I work hard at that.
Yeah. I can tell. It's clearly a staple of your personality.
Trying to be cool.
No, that'd be real sad. That'd be like Like, for people who actually, like, try to be cool.
You know who else tries to be cool?
Who?
Basically everybody in the cast of Total Drama Island.
Oh. Did you watch that growing up?
Well, when it was when it was around, I guess it was in a later period.
It was a later period of childhood. I did watch that too, and I guess they all were they? Yeah, I guess. I mean, it was trying to be Survivor, but as a cartoon. So, yeah.
But the drama was, like, the whole thing.
So I totally missed this one.
You didn't watch Total Drama Island?
No. It just... I don't know. I think I was just watching other things. This one just did not get on my radar.
I had a lot of that, to be fair. I think I only watched like the first season or two. They made a lot of them.
Yeah?
I don't know how many they made. They made more than 2.
Yeah.
I think I only maybe watched the first one.
I've heard wasn't there another show?
Yeah.
Oh.
Total Drama Action, wasn't that another one?
Sounds kind of familiar.
Yeah. I thought there was
like
a camp one too, which is odd because it was mostly just the same thing.
Oh. But wait, there's a separate one that was a camp one?
Wasn't
the first one a camp thing?
Yeah, it was. They camped on an island.
I don't remember.
Because
I thought there was
teenagers camping on an island together is, definitely
full of drama.
always full of drama.
Well,
Yeah.
as one would hope.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not... Yeah. Drama.
If for some reason any of us have kids, don't chaperone a field trip is basically what this means.
Or do?
No. You don't want to be responsible for preventing pregnancies.
Okay, don't.
Would it be okay, before middle school?
But what if what if you're the
Maybe?
one that's handing out the condoms?
No.
I don't
Also
think
not
parents would
great.
like that.
That feels like
that's not their problem. That's not my
I don't
problem.
know.
That's their problem.
How hard are you encouraging it?
You're not. It's just, hey,
See,
if you're going to do this,
Kevin, there's
just be smart about it.
Kevin, there's a difference between handing out condoms at a middle school field trip.
No, I wasn't saying middle school. I was thinking high school field trips, dude.
Going to
Not
the
middle school.
aquarium.
Not middle school field trips. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you, Kevin?
I was saying high school field trips, not middle school field trips.
You didn't specify.
Well,
Neither did you, but as soon as you started, I'm like, no. I draw the line.
You could leave a bowl out before you hand it to them. That's all. I'm
Well,
saying.
right, that's what I was thinking. You got to give them out. I'm not saying I'm going to go around and be like, here you go, little Jimmy. Here's for your little Jimmy. You know, yeah, but all right. Anyways.
Anyways,
I loved SpongeBob as a kid. That was my shit. I love that show. I watched so much of it. It was absolutely insane and obsessive. I recently saw the original movie again. It was, I think, a month and a half ago, like 2 months ago. It's still so good.
Oh yeah.
I can still quote way too much of it.
All bubble-blowing babies will be
beaten senseless by every able-bodied person in the bar. Yes. It's a great fucking movie. And I love SpongeBob. Incredible. That was my shit. That, and then if I go back a little further, when I was younger than that, Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues was my shit. I fucking love that show.
So
I would eat it up.
So I thought I liked SpongeBob a lot, and then I started dating Jackie and realized that I simply don't remember enough SpongeBob to quote it as often or remember it as hard. I can't.
I mean, you didn't join in with us, so...
No, I didn't.
He didn't know the bubble-blowing babies. He must then be...
Are you a bubble-blowing double baby?
Oh my god.
Wait. We blew those bubbles. Are we the bubble-blowing double babies?
Goddamn.
So you are.
I don't know.
So, are they ever gonna
Time
let
to beat you senseless. Sorry.
SpongeBob die?
No.
They're just gonna keep beating the dead horse? It's
It's
not
gotten-
good anymore.
It's gotten stranger.
I haven't seen any of the new stuff.
Yeah.
So you know what they did
Same.
with Goofy?
I know they changed animation.
Well, no, but you know what they did with Goofy, and they're like, we don't know what to do with kids these days. What if we just do something horrifying and the shock value will make them interested? They've done that with a few scenes of New SpongeBob, where it's just like, oh God, why?
Okay.
I've seen a few clips and I'm like, oh.
That's a little disappointing.
Hello.
He keeps getting longer, right?
Does he?
I think I saw something like that once upon a time. They just keep making him longer and curvier.
Oh.
He's less straight and more like a flexy, curly sponge that you let get really wet and then dry out in the sun and just curled up.
So, he's getting curlier because he's getting older.
Oh.
Maybe they're doing it on purpose because older sponges, right, will naturally wear out and curl.
Still works at a fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah, and is
Yeah.
somewhere between the ages of 12 and mid-30s.
No.
Depending on the episode.
No. He's never that young.
I mean, he drives. He's got to be at least 16.
Yeah, but he doesn't drive immediately, does he?
He also
It's definitely in season 1.
He fails driving.
Yeah, okay.
He drives in the movie without a license.
Ooh,
So.
Oh, SpongeBob is encouraging crime.
Oh. He's also setting incredible ideals on us that we'll never be able to fulfill. Like owning a house and having a pet on a fry cook salary.
At the age of 16.
Yeah.
Or 18 or 20 or 25.
Or
30.
Mid-30s.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Huh.
Wouldn't that be nice? That means, if you think about it, Bikini Bottom is probably socialist or communist in some way. Which makes no sense because fucking Mr. Krabs is the epitome of capitalism. So...
Well, there's no way we haven't done this before, but most of SpongeBob's just sexual innuendos, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
They live in Bikini Bottom. He's a sponge, which at one point in time was a contraceptive.
Oh.
Sandy cheeks.
Yeah. Squidward tentacles.
I'm just saying.
Mr. Krabs.
Mr. Krabs.
Yes.
I like SpongeBob. I watched SpongeBob. I just apparently either don't remember it as much or just didn't watch it as hard as apparently a lot of people.
Fair. Well, what was your show, Rob?
It depends on the show.
Okay.
Oh.
So
childhood. One of your favorite shows as a child.
Man. I had a family friend of mine gave me a VHS, a couple of VHSs.
Ooh.
That I think was like recordings of Toonami.
Okay.
So I used to really like, and it had a couple episodes of Dragon Ball on it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that was good stuff. And I remember that transpired into Z, and I, in retrospect, was like, I don't know how I would have watched this much of it at this time. But I remember getting picked up by my mom late one day from kindergarten, and I was upset for her because I was late to the latest airing episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh.
It was like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
I also remember watching Ed, Edd and Eddy to the point where when the theme song came on with like the whistle, my mom in the other room being like, "Are you kidding me again?" She hated that show.
My parents also hated that show.
I loved Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Yeah.
You ever just get so bothered by the fact that there's a pebble in your shoe that you eat an entire slide? Or was it stairs? No, it was stairs to his basement.
Yes.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Yep.
Or his parents took his stairs away when he was grounded.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what it was. Yes.
He didn't eat the stairs; they just got taken away.
Yes.
It wouldn't have surprised me if he ate the stairs.
Yeah.
Or the
Man,
giant.
his parents were fucked, huh? Take your stairs away?
Wasn't it a giant Jello pool that they were trying to charge everybody quarters to like skydive in the middle of the cul-de-sac into? Not skydive. It was like a whatchamacallit, the thing.
I don't remember this one. I'll be honest with you.
It sounds like something they do. It was all about scamming. And always for quarters.
Well,
Yeah.
Or jawbreakers.
Yeah.
I mean, set your sights higher.
Well,
Wait, whoa.
Jawbreakers.
What's wrong with a jawbreaker?
well,
They
okay.
break your jaw.
No, okay. But you used to buy candy for quarters or less.
Inflation.
Yeah.
I remember being really little, and my babysitter brought me to this place called the Candy Closet, which was like a very small candy store. No.
Rob?
What?
Rob?
No, okay, that sounds way worse.
Rob?
No, it was just it was an
Rob?
innocent, like, penny candy store. I
Rob?
swear to God.
If I could go back in time, I would tell your kid self to not go in the candy closet with your babysitter.
No, it was a penny candy store.
Uh-huh.
It was.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what they wanted you to think.
I swear.
Well, it didn't sound like it.
Okay.
Penny.
I'm sure your babysitter was real nice, huh?
It was fine.
So anyway, the candy closet.
Jeez, yeah, no, but you could actually.
Did your babysitter drive you there in a white van?
No, we walked.
Oh, okay.
To the closet.
It was a small candy store.
Right.
A closet.
It made sense.
Uh-huh.
Just big enough to fit two.
No, God damn it. You guys are really trying real hard to have small child Rob molested for some reason.
Hey, Rob, we just are here to help you work through your traumatic past. And your brain may be blocking this. Like, you remember the details, you
Guys,
know?
there's no way my memory isn't blocking traumatic events from my childhood. But the candy closet is not one of them. It was actually just a candy store.
Right. You remember the
in
name.
the center of town.
You remember the person.
Yeah, I remember picking up candy and eating it.
Right.
That's...
Anyway.
Jeez.
Because penny candy, because jawbreakers, because that and Eddie. There it is.
Yeah,
there it is.
quarters.
Okay. There it is. For quarters, we looped it.
Yeah.
Ed and Eddie, good show. You know what other one I was thinking of? Didn't you say a while ago that you were big into the Bionicle cartoon? No, you were a Power Rangers kid.
I was a Power Rangers.
You were a Power Rangers kid. That's what it was. I mixed those two up in my brain. You were a Power Rangers kid.
I also like Bionicle, but that was like in my mind slightly later, and there was just a movie. I don't remember a show.
There was a show on Nickelodeon.
Was there? Probably following the movie. They used
It was was that the Lego Ninjago? Was that not Bionicles?
No, you're apparently thinking Ninjago. That's something else. And
those are the same thing to me.
how dare you? For one, for two, All American Rejects, really had a hit in the Bionicles movie with "Move Along," whatever. It was important.
I didn't know that was in that movie.
It was at least in the commercials. If it wasn't in the movie,
Huh. I've never seen the movie.
it's fine.
Brianda?
I don't know any of these shows, but you know what I did watch a lot of? Animal Planet. Meerkat Manor.
Okay. Okay.
I was gonna say Zaboomafoo, but I don't. Think
Oh, yeah!
I don't think Zaboomafoo was. Was that Animal Planet or was that
No.
like PBS or
I
something?
think that was
PBS.
PBS. Yeah. I think that was PBS. Meerkat Manor, huh? That was a childhood show for you growing
I
up?
guess it was. I
Nice.
don't know. Meerkat drama.
Dang.
Wow.
Mm.
Oh.
I mean, for some people, Meerkat drama is the best drama. If you think about it. I mean, I have not seen the show. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Are Peggy and Lucy going to get along this week? Who knows? Right?
Actually, you know what? I remember at least not Meerkat Manor. I don't think I saw it too much, but I remember the commercials for it. They had a lot of commercials for it.
Yes.
I don't know why it was so popular. It had so many seasons. It wasn't all that elaborate. How many times can you film meerkats for an hour-long broadcast once a week?
Apparently,
A lot.
Way too much.
Was it just the same footage, though?
No.
Really?
They just followed these different troops of meerkats.
Hmm.
I guess they have very complex social lives. And they have feuds, and there was a lot of death.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it was, back when Animal Planet and probably History and Discovery all had actually somewhat educational programming.
They still do.
Instead of Pawn Stars most of the time.
Well, it's
but-
educational.
You can't forget about the 30-some-odd shows that rescue pit bulls.
True.
That's also a thing they do now a lot. Yep.
Why? How many times can we do the same show over? Come on.
Until you beat the dead horse and it's still dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which actually, that is kind of a pretty good segue to what I actually want to talk about.
I knew it wasn't going to be okay.
No, it was never going to be just this. There's always
Okay.
Yeah.
a warm up into the actual thing.
All right.
Really, what I want to talk about is nostalgia, and I want to talk about how nostalgia. We just mentioned all of these shows that we really enjoyed as kids. How good were those shows actually? Like, if you were today to go back and watch any of those shows that we just mentioned, having never seen them before, do you think you would still like it?
So I went back in my adult life, well, however adult you all are in college, and I've rewatched Dragon Ball as an adult twice, and I thought it was great.
Yeah.
For different reasons, probably, but I still enjoyed it. So
Yeah. I think Dragon Ball and Z are exceptions.
Okay.
Because I don't think those were made for kids.
No.
We just watched them when we were kids.
I
That's
did not,
fair.
actually.
That's all. Oh,
Ah,
I
right.
watched Dragon Ball for the first time as an adult. I don't
remember
have
that.
nostalgia goggles for it, but I do still very much enjoy it.
Okay.
As an adult.
Okay. So here's a prime example. That is the one exception of it's a good show, even if you don't have nostalgia for it then.
It also gives you the drive to work out. It's a great show to watch while you're having a fitness journey.
Hell yeah. I'll win this world tournament.
I love
For
that.
sure.
That's great. Two that we didn't mention, but I sure watched the fuck out of as a kid. The first one's Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh,
Okay.
And going back and trying to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not the same.
no, it's terrible.
I have not tried to go back and watch it, but I believe you.
I wouldn't if you still want fond memories of
No,
it.
don't do it. So are you
I don't
telling
have
me
too much, but I saw like episodes here and there. Is what I
Oh
remember.
my god, it was.
bad?
It was. Yeah.
So you're telling me Yugi's, what is it, his grandpa?
Yeah.
Just, like, basically dies because he lost the card game.
He owned a card shop, and the Shadow Realm apparently. So I actually watched videos on this.
Oh boy.
The Shadow Realm, I don't think is in the original. So in the English dubs, they made the Shadow Realm because they didn't want to just be killing people.
So you're telling me in the original, Yugi's grandpa really does just die
I
from
think
a card
people
game?
just straight up die in the actual original anime, and they're like, no. The American kids are a little too sensitive. They go to the Shadow Realm.
So it's, well, I mean, I feel like the Shadow Realm was always an allegory for death. We were just too young to realize.
Well, yeah, but it's not the same as they died.
True. Huh. On the topic of Yu-Gi-Oh, I think I watched more GX than I did of the original one.
Oh, so you're awful. Okay.
I enjoyed GX though.
I remember enjoying at least some of GX, but I don't think I watched all of it. And I stopped collecting cards somewhere in that era.
Fair. Brianda?
Don't think I ever watched anything beyond just Yu-Gi-Oh! And in fact, I think I hopped on board the Yu-Gi-Oh! Train probably a bit later than everybody else on account of, it was mostly marketed to boys.
That's probably...
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
What kind of weird girl shit did I watch, though?
Yeah,
Oh,
Meerkat
yeah,
Man.
I know. Yeah, that's cute.
Uh,
Fuck yeah.
Let's see. Nope, I'm pulling a blank.
I used to like Powerpuff Girls, and that was arguably marketed towards
Yeah.
females.
I don't know how much that was marketed towards females. I also really liked Powerpuff Girls.
I remember being like mildly embarrassed that I like Powerpuff Girls.
Okay. But that's because we grew up in a society where...
We grew up in a society.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Right, where it was, especially at a time where it was frowned upon as a young male to be seen as anything that wasn't masculine.
That's fair.
And we're still in a society where it is frowned upon to not be a masculine male.
That's also true. But there's more of... It's better now. It's more divided now, but also more acceptable.
Yeah, it's weird, huh?
Yeah, we're not getting into that right now, but yeah.
Yeah, and then we can start talking about the pressure on girls and women.
Yeah, but right now?
H2O. That mermaid show.
I didn't watch that one, but I've heard a
H2O.
lot about it recently. Clear now.
Maybe you remember it more than me.
No, I had a whole meme in TikTok explained to me.
Oh. There were at a point where H2O is TikTok memes.
I think so, yeah.
You're on
Okay.
TikTok?
No,
Then how?
Jackie.
Jackie's on TikTok.
I see that. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
What was that other kind of live action drama girl show?
There's a few I can think of.
Mm.
I didn't watch Hannah Montana.
Oh, me neither.
No.
No, I didn't.
I did like Lizzie McGuire, though.
I watched more Lizzie McGuire, but not a lot either. And I don't
really?
think I watched a ton of Zoe 101.
Oh, I like Zoe 101.
I watched more of that than anything else from Disney.
That
I don't know,
one
I didn't ever
was-
really do Disney all that much.
Zoe 101 was Nickelodeon, I think.
Oh, was it?
I think.
Yeah.
You know what?
Who knows?
I also did a lot less Disney. I was mostly Cartoon Network and some
Nickelodeon.
Hmm.
Cartoon Network had some good ones. Foster's Home.
Oh,
I love Foster so much.
yes.
Camp Lazlo.
Camp Lazlo was pretty
Didn't
good.
watch too much of that one,
It was
but
weird. It didn't last long. What, did it get canceled after one season?
Yeah,
probably
that
one
sounds
or
right.
two. Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah.
being around very long.
That was like right before like Chowder and Flapjack came out, which were objectively weirder.
They were horrible.
Much weirder.
Flapjack? Woo! Woo! That was frightening.
yeah, yes it was.
Yeah, shows got real weird for a while.
Chowder? I watched a decent amount of Chowder. I won't lie. I went out of my way to find Chowder. That doesn't make
Okay.
it any better, though.
Well.
If I tried watching Chowder as an adult, I would probably hate it.
Okay.
I bet that one's not as good.
What about, like, Adventure Time?
Well, that's still good.
no.
What?
What? What were you gonna say?
I like Adventure Time.
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, then why'd you say no?
Well, I was gonna say no because that one's like I didn't watch that one until I was older, and I think it's arguably I don't know about more geared towards adults, but it's got some themes.
It handles adult themes in a friendly, childlike nature. So that, teenagers can maybe get a grip on things like that in an easy to digest manner.
So it was a teenage show.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Huh, okay. I can accept that.
Yeah.
I liked Adventure Time.
Mm-hmm.
I have not watched much of it.
You should watch it.
I've always heard that. I've heard nothing but great things.
What's
And-
weird is all of the things that seem like, this is... I don't think filler is the right word for a show like that. But the amount of things that randomly get brought back up later on, you're like, why is that relevant now?
How have we not thought of Avatar, The Last Airbender?
Oh, Avatar was fucking great.
Fantastic. Probably the best thing Nickelodeon's ever made.
Also, that... I was going to go back to that same argument of it wasn't geared for kids, but I think it was.
Kids.
What?
I think it's I think that one's kind of borderline, though, because it's the same...
Avatar?
I get a very similar vibe from Avatar that I do from, like, Dragon Ball. You know what I mean?
No. Not at all.
I think, like, the martial artist on a journey sort of thing. Like, that theme...
I don't know.
To me-
I wouldn't even say Aang's a martial artist. Not in the same way that Goku is.
Yeah.
No. They're clearly different characters. But I think if you boil it down to the base theme, they are pretty similar.
I guess they were orange.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Like Aang-
there we go.
like Aang was arguably troubled to like guilt of trying to save people. Goku literally just wanted to be better at punching people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Did it for fun.
the characters themselves, yes, are different. But the theme of someone who practices martial arts, traveling around and saving the world.
There was no, like, giant war or genocide or, like...
There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, there was no Red Ribbon Army.
To me, they feel very different. Dang it!
Yeah, they didn't exist, you're right.
I don't...
Just because the motivation and the characters themselves are so different, I think the themes of the story, there's some similarities there.
I don't see as strong a parallel. I don't.
It's reaching.
I think it's a little bit of a reach, but I don't hate it. I do agree that it is something with a lot more adult themes that has withstood.
Yeah. That is, like, Avatar is something that I would watch, like, tomorrow. And I don't think nostalgia would be the reason that I would enjoy it.
That's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
Because when I said Yu-Gi-Oh, I had two others that came in mind. The first one was I used to love and played the fuck out of Beyblade.
Really?
No. No, that was not for me.
Me neither.
I had a whole bunch of them.
Wow, spinning top. Whew.
I enjoyed it. I don't know. It was probably because of the anime. It was really made to sell toys, and it did well. There would be groups of kids at lunch who'd get together and fight Beyblades.
They were all boys, weren't they?
Yeah, I didn't realize that until recently. I brought this up again with freaking Jackie, and she was like, "I didn't watch that either." I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "It was." I'm like,
I mean, there were some things
only
that were
the cool
definitely
kids at
for.
our school did that.
Yeah.
Nah, still not.
It wasn't for me.
That's fair.
You know, going back a little bit, back to
Okay.
foster so for imaginary
Hell yeah.
friends
Hell yeah.
and weird things that you did in school. I used to have a really big pencil box that I just
Same.
filled with scribbles. And I would tear off all the loose perforations from the end of notebook paper and scribble all over them and then crumple them up into balls and call them my scribbles, and I collected them in this pencil case. And I had a lot of them. Remember like that episode with scribbles?
I don't know if I do.
Nope, just
Episode
me.
with scribbles.
Too
Okay, hold
specific.
on. We're working it through.
I remember cheese.
Yeah, who doesn't remember cheese?
Yeah.
I like cheese.
I like-
Or no, wait, it was milk, wasn't it? I like milk.
Shit.
I don't know.
No,
What did
I
it
thought
say?
it was. Now I don't fucking know.
I think cheese liked milk.
Oh,
Cheese like milk.
cheese likes milk.
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah. that makes sense.
But the scribbles were the imaginary friends of kids who couldn't really come up with a fully imagined friend of their own.
Okay.
So they just came up with these half-assed scribbles, and they were literally just scribbles.
Pencil drawn scribble. I vaguely remember that, yeah.
And they just filled
Huh.
up like the entire orphanage.
It was like a basement or something of that they just kept them in and like freaking in fosters in the
and
home.
they were like overflowing. It was like a tsunami
And
of scribbles.
the door was locked because they had to.
Pretend they didn't
Wouldn't-
exist.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Boy.
Well, yeah, it was kind of like they also had a different like section off portion of the facility that held teenagers, imaginary friends, because they were also bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darn
Teenagers suck, dude.
it. Yeah.
And their imaginary friends probably like going around killing people.
Or
So-
not for the, just not good.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Teenagers suck. Done.
Yeah.
Okay, but flip the script. Shows that. Oh, so we started talking Yu-Gi-Oh. Shows that like would not hold up. Other shows that would not hold up.
So I
You
mentioned,
only like because of nostalgia.
I mentioned Beyblade probably sucked.
Okay.
I have one that's not going to be well received.
Okay,
Oh boy.
I'm ready.
Do I have to now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to make enemies.
Too late. If you say the original season of Pokemon, I'm gonna be real upset with you.
You got me.
I don't know. I'm with Rob on this one. It
Motherfucker.
was pretty bad.
You would no. No.
I loved Pokemon. I loved Pokemon a lot.
I had so many of the VHS tapes of Pokemon.
So did I.
I fucking love that show.
So did I.
It had good moments, but they were seriously outweighed by all the garbage.
What garbage?
I remember when Indigo Plateau came onto Netflix, and I was like, "Oh, this should be great." I loved Pokemon, and I went to try and watch it, and I was like, "Huh, I should stop before I get weird feelings about this, huh?"
No.
You watched it as an adult, Kevin.
No, but it's gonna be good.
Okay, that's why.
Kevin.
Don't do it then. Just let yourself remember it fondly.
Kevin,
It
you are
was so good.
The
Kevin-
voice acting is
Yes.
just not there.
Kevin. It was so good. You're right.
It
And
was.
it still
And I'm
is
glad
so good. I'm
that
gonna
you
watch
were-
it now.
I'm glad that you tried to bring up an intervention topic for yourself. As someone who loves
Bless you.
Pokemon, bless you, as you
Thank
do.
It's
it'll
still good.
No, it'll be worse.
No, it's still
It-
good.
it'll
Not
be
the
worse.
same.
It's still good.
It's going to be hard to watch.
But like that first episode You know, where Ash gets
Yeah.
attacked by all the Spearows.
That's
and
not. I don't know, is that even the first episode?
I think it is.
It
But
is.
if you watch anything beyond maybe the third, you're gonna be like, wow, this
But
is
the
bad.
Butterfree episode.
Again, there are blips
Blips, good
of
blips.
like okay stuff, and the rest of it is the same thing over and over again.
And I remember the Primate episode.
Yep.
I
same.
remember.
I also remember.
I remember when he fought Brock for the first time.
Yep.
Like, I remember when he fought Surge and Pikachu trained on the fucking treadmill thing and he didn't want to take the stone and he was going to take the stone and then they won anyway. These are great fucking episodes.
I remember that one too, because I remember that's the one where they had all the weird training equipment on Pokemon in the gym and they were all
Yeah.
suffering and it was a really weird episode. Sure, but there's a lot more episodes you don't remember. And you want to know why you don't remember them?
No.
Yeah.
I choose to not believe you.
If you like them, it'll be nostalgia and it's really sad.
Just don't watch it again. Just remember it.
It's not
fondly.
sad that you'll like them because of nostalgia. It's sad because I remember being amazing.
Yeah,
Because
same.
it was amazing.
It was. But if you watch it as an adult, it's not.
I
Kevin, I don't know why you brought up this topic if you didn't want to be hurt.
Because I was hoping we were going to avoid this one. Or just be like, hey, this one's still good. I haven't watched it recently. You're probably right, but I'm not going to accept it. I'm going to stay in denial.
It's not as bad as Yu-Gi-Oh! I think it's
Okay.
like a closer, like, I don't think 50-50 is right. I think it's like a 40-60 good to episodes.
Like 40% good?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Dude,
Okay,
that's not bad at all.
we're getting somewhere.
What do you mean? I would 100% still watch that. Now, if it was 40% good. Dude, there's so many episodes of Naruto that are just like, meh.
When's the last time you rewatched Naruto?
Years.
Okay, well, there's that.
They were meh when I watched them.
Yeah, do you want to know why? Because it's so much freaking filler.
Yeah.
I have never seen Naruto.
Naruto's pretty good. I watched
It's
it.
free on YouTube now.
Is it really?
The first, I think, like 3 or 4 seasons of the English dub, I can at least get for free on YouTube.
Huh. Shippuden is better than original.
Fair.
Original has a lot of filler. When I rewatched in college and forced myself to just watch all of it because I'm a completionist.
Yep.
If you skip the filler, it's not so bad, and you don't miss a damn thing.
Mm.
It's arguably pretty good if you just skip the filler.
Fair. But 40-60. Same as Pokemon.
Not the same. Pokemon's basically just filler.
No, it's not. Those are important things.
It took him 20-something years to beat the league he got into in the first season.
That's not true. He beat a different league.
They gotta sell more games and toys, Cav.
He beat the Aloha
cards.
League.
And cards.
Don't forget cards.
In Gen 7 was the first time he won. In Alola.
What was the best gen?
3.
Definitely 3.
Game? Giant game?
Pokédex.
Oh, that's... Not 3.
Not 3?
Not 3?
Best Pokedex?
Well, Gen 3 would include the remix of
Maybe I
Fire
did
Red
mean...
and Leaf Green.
I know.
Maybe I did mean the game. I don't know.
I played 3 probably the most. I played 3rd Gen probably the most. I played a lot of Ruby.
Yeah.
4 was great, though.
I didn't mind 4. I played a lot of it, but I actually probably liked 5 better.
4 is where I stopped.
I strongly disagree. Really?
Yeah.
You were too cool for Pokemon now?
I don't know. I
Gen
came
4?
back to it eventually as an adult, but 4 is where I stopped. 3 was incredible. I don't know why I just fully stopped at 4. Was that the one with, like, what? Piplup?
Yes.
Yeah.
Chimchar?
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Those starters didn't really call to me. Not a single one of them.
How dare you?
Okay.
None of them.
All right.
But, you know what I really
I disagree.
did like?
It's okay.
Oh, I really liked Gen 2, actually.
Yeah.
I
Gen
was
2
a
was great.
big fan of all 3 of them.
Yeah.
It was really hard to pick a favorite there.
Well,
I strongly disagree. It's very easy to pick a least favorite.
yep. Agreed.
What's your least favorite in Gen 2?
Chikorita.
Yes,
Chikorita.
it's definitely Chikorita.
Chikorita sucks.
Chikorita sucks. And it didn't help that the anime...
Okay, the anime did make Chikorita really weird, but Meganium is actually pretty good.
It's still mono grass.
I liked it quite a bit. I don't know.
No,
I tend to really like
No, you can like it. That's fine.
Brianda, we're not telling you what I can or can't like.
Not at all.
Okay.
We just don't agree.
Yeah.
Now this is just totally taking a tangent here. If you
Yes.
were a Pokemon trainer, Pokemon, whatever, however the hell you say it,
Easy.
what type would you be?
Are you also going to say
Bug.
catcher? Yeah.
Bug? You're both bug?
Yeah.
Why bug?
To be fair, we've discussed this before.
Oh.
They're the fucking coolest.
There's a lot of really cool bug Pokemon that get severely underlooked. Steel's also pretty high up there.
Fuck no, not steel. It's gonna have to be grass for me.
Oof, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Erica?
What?
I could see you as like Erica, like 4th gym, Gen 1, you know?
4th gen. I don't know.
No, 4th gym of Gen 1.
Gym,
Oh,
Gen
okay,
1.
okay.
Yeah.
Gen 1 kind of had... It didn't have all the best grass. But, you know, it had some, I guess.
Fair.
No, I'm not talking about those weird, like, flower and, like, that kind of, like Serena or, like, those weird ones. Am I even saying that right? Not the weird flower ones, I guess.
Yeah, Tsarina, the Step On Me Mommy one?
What in the fuck is going on?
Yeah, not that one.
Not that one, yeah. It's the one that needs to learn Stomp to evolve.
What?
I did not know that, but...
Bounsweet to Steenie,
Dude, I don't even remember that Pokemon.
and then it learns Stomp, and it becomes Tsarina.
I don't even really like Sunflora all that much, but I can tolerate that one.
Sunflora's not that bad.
Sunflora sucks.
Yeah.
Sunkern, is probably one of the worst Pokemon.
I think I like
I
the
like Sunkern.
dual type grass ones, you know, like...
The Bulbasaur line is
Breloom.
great.
Nah.
Oh, Breloom is sick.
Yeah.
Breloom is
Breloom's
sick.
pretty good. Ludicolo. Oh, that's
I love Ludicolo. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yes.
Yes.
Salsa.
also...
Wait, did you ever play Pokemon Coliseum with a
Fuck
Ludicolo?
yes.
I loved that.
Yep.
That is nostalgic for me.
Yo, that
I did
game
not.
would probably hold up, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think Pokemon Coliseum, like, if you were to play Pokemon Coliseum, Rob, you would probably enjoy it.
Maybe. I have no idea.
I thought it was interesting that your starters were not starters.
Yeah.
It's a good concept. I like that. Isn't it?
Yeah. And, like, it being, like, double battles is, like, the main mechanic
Yeah,
as well.
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of potential there.
Well, that must have been around Gen 3.
Yeah.
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 It was Gen 3.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But it had the Gen 2 starters in it. Even though it was technically, like,
It's kind of in between
Gen
them.
3, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Huh.
Because it had some Gen 3 Pokemon in there.
That was with the
But-
Dark
Oh.
Lugia, right?
That was Gale of Darkness. That was the sequel.
Oh, that one. I didn't
Well.
do that one.
Okay, then.
Another nostalgic movie that is very related. The Pokemon Forever movie with Celebi.
That wasn't the Entei one?
I thought that...
No, I'm getting the wrong
Or was
name.
that the third
What was
one?
the one with the Celebi in the woods?
Is that the
The dark Celebi?
Nope.
I don't remember the name of it.
don't
Whatever,
know.
but I'm thinking the specific movie, and that one's very nostalgic for me. And
Okay.
when they started to kind of screw around with like the CGI of the woods of the Celebi coming, like going crazy. I don't know, the monster that they made really scared me as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
It wasn't like a Pokemon, it was like the massive twig beast that the Celebi made.
Huh.
Gave me nightmares.
I don't remember much of this movie, but like
I
this
don't
sounds
either,
cool as
but
hell.
It does sound scary.
No?
It made me think of something else completely unrelated.
That had
Macbeth.
Suicune in it? You guys don't remember this movie?
I know. I watched. I have very fun,
I remember the first
sad
three.
memories of the first one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
fun, sad,
We
right?
all do.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, not Rob.
Second
No,
one.
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Second one was Mewtwo's Revenge.
Nope.
That was the third one.
That was like a remake later on. Don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Pokemon 2000 was the second one, and that's the one with Lugia and the three legendary birds, and the islands and
Oh.
Slowking.
Don't remember.
Oh, Slowking. Okay.
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
Vague.
That was
Vague.
two. That was two.
That was two. And then the third
Who was
one
three? Was that the one with Entei?
That was the one with Entei trying to sleep with Ash's mom, yeah.
So in Forever, must
Okay,
Okay, yeah.
What?
Yeah. So maybe Entei is like Zeus.
Yeah.
With
Yo!
fire and not lightning.
Entei is like Zeus. Have you seen the, there's been a meme floating around recently, of, I think it was Pokemon Let's Go, I want to say. One of the ones where Pokemon fall behind you.
Okay.
And there was a Tentacruel. And you're walking into your mom's house. And the text says, like, Tentacruel, is showing interest in your mom or something like that.
Oh,
Like,
no! Oh, God.
yeah, it's,
Yikes.
yeah.
That's freaking funny.
Yeah, it's kind of like Mr. Mime is Ash's dad,
Well, yeah.
Right, Brianda?
I thought it was Professor Oak.
Oh,
Either or.
I can see that too.
I also remember at some point in time, I think it was like meant to be a meme series where they taught you how to prepare Pokemon, but there were like for food, and there was one that was like Mr. Mime, and it's like, oh, that's just kind of a person, though, huh?
Oh, they just cut off the balls that are like his shoulder and hips, so you just eat the Mr. Mime balls.
Yeah.
They're
That's
a little bit salty.
Oh. I don't remember this. This sounds real fucking weird.
It is.
I
It
love
is, yeah. Yep.
Hell yeah. The salty Mr. Mime balls, huh?
What did you have a show in mind that you thought was going to be just really awful as an adult?
No.
That wasn't Pokemon?
No.
You just wanted us to intervene with you about Pokemon?
No, I said I hope it wasn't going to come up.
Okay, I got a terrible show that existed for a very brief period.
Oh, let's do
It
it.
was on Cartoon Network. It was called Destroy, Build, Destroy. It was not a cartoon, it was live action.
Yep.
It just had a bunch of dudes
Yep.
building stuff out of random crap they found.
Uh-huh.
And then they blew it up or beat it down with like those big orbs that they use on deconstruction that hang from chains.
Wrecking
I don't know
balls?
what the hell those
Yep.
are called. Yeah, wrecking balls.
Yep.
And then they built more stuff out of it.
Yeah.
That was the whole show.
Yes,
It was very dude-centric.
it was.
I don't think I saw this.
I know this show.
It was pretty bad.
Kyle liked this show a lot.
Huh.
Well, I think it makes sense based on
course.
what he ended up going into.
Yeah.
Okay,
fine,
yeah.
But yeah, we watched a good amount of that show. I think it was hosted by that comedian guy.
That really
no.
narrows it down, eh?
No.
He's like that raunchy comedian guy.
That could be anybody.
Yep. Really doing
Andy
great.
or Andrew something.
Dude, I have
or-
not seen the show. I couldn't tell you.
I think it was Andrew something.
A mythical creature?
Sudeikis.
No. What?
God, I've
Yeah.
got no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't.
I just remember them doing that. There were explosions.
There was a lot of explosions.
Yeah.
It was like Mythbusters if you got rid of the myths.
Oh,
I liked
yeah.
Mythbusters a lot.
Mythbusters was good.
Mythbusters
Yeah.
was good.
Ooh, Fear Factor. Definitely not for kids. I watched a lot of it.
I
Yeah.
watched it as a kid.
Great show.
That was a weird fucking show.
That was great.
Yeah.
I remember there was one year, very fond memory, a Fear Factor marathon on Black Friday. And like my
So
parents
specific.
would go out shopping a lot for Black Friday.
Yeah.
So like me and Kyle would hang out and we just watched Fear Factor and ate leftovers all day. It was a very good time.
That does
That
sound
was
like a
just
good
an
time.
abusive show. Like, compared to other game shows, it was just mean.
Yeah. I think game show is
Yeah.
the fair way to, I mean, you were competing for money. So game
Yeah.
show.
Torturing yourself as well.
Yeah.
Just a
Eating
little bit of
really
mild
gross stuff.
self-torture
Yeah.
or completely submerging yourself in gross things.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's also an option.
Or
Yeah.
super dangerous shit.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, lots of climbing to super high places, hanging from helicopters, fucking, having to drive a car onto another moving, ramp truck. Like, they did
Oh my
so
God.
much shit.
Wait, who hosted that?
Joe Rogan.
Joe
Joe
Rogan.
Rogan.
That's how
Host
he
of
got
the
his...
Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
Ah.
Joe Rogan.
He's really taken a weird career path in his life, but yeah.
Yeah. Comedian,
Gotta start somewhere,
Fear
I
Factor
guess.
host, UFC, guru, and now podcaster.
When's the last time you've seen, like, the first episode of Fear Factor? I watched it kind of recently.
Did you really?
Really?
He's so babyface.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I don't think I saw
mild
the
at
first episode.
first. Like, they start pretty mild, but then they get crazy.
They get weird really fast.
Really, really fast.
Yeah.
I think really early on, they have a tank. Like, within the first 2-3 episodes, they have this giant tank filled with water and, like, 150 snakes. And you have to submerge yourself completely and go all the way to the bottom and pick something up from the bottom and bring it all the way to the top. And it's just, like, snakes. Not even, like, dangerous snakes. I could do that.
Yeah, but a lot of people have a fear of snakes.
Not me.
I got it. I'm just saying.
Are you, I wouldn't lay in a coffin of cockroaches.
No!
Yeah,
No!
Yeah, that was the thing about Fear Factor is although you watch it and you're like, I could do this challenge.
Yeah.
There's 3 challenges I think in every episode.
Yeah.
And one of them, no matter what, you don't want to do.
No. It's the roaches. Anything with roaches. Lay in a coffin full of roaches? No. Eat a roach? Probably no.
I think there was one where they were getting buried alive, which
That
is like...
Also sounds right. They eat a lot
scary.
of gross stuff, but yeah.
Like, that fucks with you, you know?
You brought up Fear Factor, and I immediately thought of a whole bunch of different stuff, all across very different spectrums.
Okay.
Do you guys remember Out of the Box?
No.
I love that show.
It's a great fucking
Out
show.
of the box. Out of the box.
So the whole show is basically they build a cardboard box fort, and then they crawl into it, and it's like an entire house.
How do you make a whole show about that?
It was for little kids.
Good question.
Okay.
I don't remember,
It
but
was
I remember enjoying it.
It was a little kid show. It was
I think
very.
that was at Disney, actually.
It was a Disney. I did like that one, which also makes me remember Bear in the Big Blue House.
How does Fear Factor bring you to a little kid show about being in a box?
I really. Well, you just mentioned it. Yeah, it's the same thing, but for kids. And less gross.
Kids aren't scared of these boxes?
No, of course not.
Because it was a huge fucking thing inside. You crawl in, and it's like a 3-story fucking house with a
It was
bunch
like your
of shit
dream
going on.
as a kid, like, oh, I got these boxes, I'm gonna play in this box, and then they crawl in, and it's like they clearly have a set built. And
Yeah, and there's like a fire pole and like a whole bunch of cool shit.
It was awesome.
But you know, you do it by quote unquote crawling through the box.
Yeah,
I see.
get into the box world. Dragon Tales.
Yeah.
Dragon Tales!
Dragon
Dragon
Tales was
Tales.
probably influential. That's not where I was going to go, but man, that hit me like a brick, and I could not say it.
Yeah, let's all go to Dragonland. You know?
Yeah,
Dragonland.
Yeah.
Did I get that wrong? I might have gotten that wrong.
That's okay.
that's
Let's
fine.
all go to Dragonland.
Yeah.
Dragon Tales was
It was good.
that was a good
Yeah.
shit.
It was some good stuff.
That was good. I forgot about that. I wonder if that's where the dragon phase really stemmed from.
Oh,
It might be for me. There's a possibility at the very least.
Yeah.
that's a show that I don't think there's any way in hell it holds up.
No.
No,
Absolutely not.
Like,
well, that was like made for like little kids.
Yeah.
Anything made for like little kids, it's probably
Bear in the Big Blue House?
probably
For little
also-
kids.
was made for little kids.
It
Yeah,
was.
would not hold up.
Probably.
No, I would not
never
watch
hold
that.
No, terrible.
No.
I did like BlizzCoos. Would probably also not hold up,
No.
but like, hey, you know.
Well, Steve's gone, so it can't hold up anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I didn't watch any Joe. As soon as Steve left, I gave up on the show.
Actually, I think
Actually, that's not true. I watched
did
like
too.
2 or 3 episodes, I think, with Joe, but Steve was the shit.
I remember recently seeing a video of Steve
Oh,
talking about it was recent Steve, you know, like
Yeah.
modern Steve, not
Yeah.
OG Steve. He was talking about some of the letters that he would receive from little kids. And he
Aw.
said, I think my favorite letter that I've ever received from a fan was, Dear Steve, I want to be a pizza. Bye.
I remember.
That was the whole
I
letter.
also saw that. That's
Yes.
amazing.
I think about that a lot.
That's beautiful. And on that incredible thought, do you also want to be a pizza? You should write a letter to us.
Oh God.
Write us a letter at 1117 Street in town, in state.
Zip code
4.
done.
And we'll read it live on the next episode.
Man, if we get that, then yeah, we sure will.
Anyways, Brianda, thank you for being here. And we love you.
He does.